Tell Joe Budden if he want me to go on the Joe Budden podcast, I'm with it. Just make sure that lady ain't there.
Shazam!
I'll be on the podcast as long as that. I'm gonna be nice. As long as that, I ain't even gonna say it. But as long as she ain't there, I would love to come on the show.
I say go, that's mine. I say
we don't want to hear you talk.
Shazam!
Stop trying to get in the conversation.
Hey yo, it's your boy Young Gordy, and right about now I'm back with another video for you. Let's get right into it. No cowpa, come on, let's go. Okay, so it's the Joe Budden's podcast, and this would not be the first time they're pretty much going to be saying some inaccurate and definitely unfactual stuff about DDG. At first, it was at the very beginning of, the whole breakup between DDG and Halle and how, he wrote on the internet. And then at that point in time, DDG was receiving all sort of dirty marks. People were saying he never should have been with Halle because she was just bigger than her. The only reason they got to know him was because he was dating the Little Mermaid, all sort of crazy thing. And guess what? It was Joe who actually said some stuff that were not necessarily nice to DDG. You feel me?
who the is DDG? and why am I supposed to care about his thoughts on anything? I'm very happy that they have broken up, so I don't get to keep seeing this name attached to this girl's name when I don't know him for nothing as a standalone. Every time I see his name, it's attached to hers, and it's typically in some type of clout chaser fashion. So that makes me look at him a different way, and hopefully I get to look at him a lot less now that they've broken. Well, she's you know what my thing is with these that's on the rise, and they want to go get with the chick with some notoriety that's also on the rise.
Salute, by the way.
Whenever that relationship fails, I never see them bounce back with something that's going to get Shorty upset. I don't think I'm going to ever hear about DDG and his next chick. Good luck, DDG. This will be your first and last time being mentioned on this broadcast for the rest of eternity.
But now, fast forward to today or the current story at hand, the matter got on their table again and they were talking. But guess what? This time around, it wasn't Joe. I believe he has now been educated about, DDG more from the whole story. And also, he was put right by academics to let him know who DDG really, really is. But this time around, it was MELYSSA Floyd, who is the only lady in the podcast. Now, she got on the news. They got on the news. I just want to say this. These guys are really, really big personalities. They talk about a whole lot of stuff. It's crazy how they, casually admit that, oh, I do not have the facts about this. I haven't done my research. But yet they go ahead to, give full opinion about shit that they do not completely have good information of. So this was the case also. This lady literally said she doesn't care about the facts. She is going to support Halle, and then she said some crazy stuff about DDG. Like, it's just so unfair. The least you could do, it's not even, I feel like, why do you even have to support? You guys are literally way older than these two people. Why can't you see it from a position of the elder and the young one and see how you can advise both of them? Instead of taking sides, she said, oh, I'm finna stand with Halle. You know what? Just watch the video and see for yourself.
My stance is he has been so fucking wildly stressful to deal with after you've just had a baby. I'm standing 10 toes down on Halle's side. I don't even have to have all the facts. But at the end of the day, you have a young girl who's trying to manage a career, manage a relationship, have a baby, and she's in the public eye. She has a baby daddy who's going to the fucking world to get a sense of validation or to get them to agree with him. Like, that is wildly stressful, and that is why I'm going to be on her side. And also, he wants to file a restraining order. Child, she filed one first and was granted. She don't want to be around you.
And so, upon saying that, she got a whole lot of backlash. Now, one thing a lot of persons should be aware of when speaking against DDG these days is that DDG of last year, or before breaking up with Halle, is not DDG of now. DDG right now got mad motion and it's got more core fans than ever before on some real shit, no cap, you feel me? So when she said these things she said, she got a lot of backlash. She was dirty marked and a whole lot of men were angry with her because it seemed as though she was using the fact that Halle going through postpartum is a yardstick for her to want to be suicidal, want to, end her life and want the kid to grow up without the mom and, the nasty things she said. So now, when she was like trying to be checked and say, okay, this was what you said, person didn't fuck with it, and also you said you did not care about the facts. Like, why won't you care about the facts? Is this the case of blindly supporting someone? Even if she's a lady, even if she was pregnant, even if she went through postpartum, would you care to know at least if she was wrong on some real shit? She didn't care. And she doubled down on the fact that she's going to support Halle regardless.
I made the assumption that he was antagonistic in a lot of the things that he's done. I felt like he weaponized his fan base by, you know, doing the whole hashtag free Halo thing. Yeah. I also brought up the fact that she has a restraining order on him for breaking into her house, taking a picture of her bed to let her know that he's been in her house without her permission.
Oh, wow.
Like,
yeah, but the story that is being reported is he broke into the house because you were threatening your mental health.
Okay.
And let me just let Mark know that she opened with, I don't care about the facts.
That was the only.
That's okay. That was the problem.
That was the part.
That's to trigger people. Okay. We gotta let her finish though.
Yeah, I said I'm standing firmly on her side. Okay.
Very. Hold on, please. Let her finish. Finish. I'm still trying to. Yeah.
And also, I just want to add, you know, before I came up to make this video, I didn't want to like sound insensitive. This is a perfect example of, you know, doing some sort of research. I had to go ask like my parents or my mom, like, yo, when you was pregnant or some real shit, did you have to go through postpartum and how was it like? Now, of course, I got several answers, one from her and also a sibling of mine. Now, but it just goes to show that in this age, according to the information I got, there are persons who, not as though I'm playing down or not like I'm intending to play down on postpartum, is some real shit, okay? And given the fact that, yo, giving birth to a kid, bringing a whole human being into existence is not some easy stuff, okay? And, you know, big ups to all the women in the world for that. But then again, going through postpartum, like, I'm wondering, because you be hearing some really, really crazy things that ladies be doing all in the name of postpartum. Like, yo, is it that deep? I really, really would want to know some real shit, no cap. But right now, here are some comments, you feel me? I'm just gonna read a few, you feel me, of persons having to respond to her for what she said. Now, this one said, just two things. Is she ever going to address the fact that a lot of the behavior from the girl began years before she was ever pregnant? That means Halle has been mad toxic and also has been cheating before the pregnancy and even while pregnant. Also, does she think a lot of cursing makes her point stronger, like on some real shit? Another, Mel's inability to take accountability needs to be studied. I agree. Okay, and I couldn't agree less. Another, her experience basically makes her stance with her bias. Yes, because she made a point about the fact that, oh, she has gone through postpartum as well. The fact that you've gone through postpartum in your own circumstance doesn't mean every other lady that went through it, they went through it exactly the same way you did, because according to research, people say the experience of one could be different from another. And does that, like, you weren't there with them though. It's just a blind stuff to say, because I've gone through this, someone else is going through it, I'm taking stance with the person. It's crazy, especially in this context. Now, this one is saying, she don't care about the fact. She just on her side because she relates to her and don't care about anything else. That's fine. Another, don't care. I am ignoring the fact about Mel and standing 10 toes on the other side. All this talk to just not admit you are wrong, I swear. She could have, I felt like that was an opportunity for her to have said, oh, you know what? I did not go through the facts. And I was wrong to have said I did not care about the facts. Because if you really check, according to what even Joe was trying to kindly explain to her, and I get it, it's over like 4 men against 1 woman right there. So the niggas or the guys, they are trying to like calmly talk to her so it doesn't look as though they are overshadowing her. But then again, Joe was also trying to make a point. Now this one said, I may not fully agree with her, but if you on a pod with 4 men, you see what I'm saying, or taking a dude side on a subject, isn't she supposed to argue the opposite side to at least make the topic interesting? Feels like the gist, or feels like she gets dragged sometimes for doing what they brought her on there to do. I don't think that's the case, bro. They have series of topics to talk about. If you guys, you know, fortunately or coincidentally agree on a particular side of the subject, there are other cases that will have, you know, a decent argument. You feel me? She doesn't have to do that, okay, bro? Another, I think this is the final one. When in doubt, I am a victim. your way out. Like, it's crazy though. It's crazy. It's crazy. Of course, I'm not in support of those who had to say nasty stuff to her as to, oh, you've never had a child before, what do you know about this, woo and shit. But you see, it's not just ladies. We in life, we do it, like both genders do it these days. When you feel like you are in the wrong, you start, you know, playing the victim card or some real shit. In general, I feel like we need to, you know, do better as to take accountability for certain actions and inactions of us. Like, for real, no cap. Because, like I said, it's not just an issue about a lady or, you know, the female or the male gender. Both be doing it sometimes. When you are in the wrong, you try to claim victim. It's crazy. It's crazy on some real shit, no cap. But with this, I'm finna come to the end of this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section right down below. Okay, if you're new to my channel, kindly please subscribe. If you're not new, and for some reason you will still not subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, with this, I'm finna say peace. It's your boy Young Gotti, no cap. Bye bye.